A husband whose wife and 2 children died after a fire at their home has said they were set to join him for a new life in the USA. Fatoumatta Hydara, 28, 1-year-old Naeemah and Fatimah, aged 3, died in hospital following the fire in Fairisle Close, Nottingham, on Sunday. Aboubacarr Drammeh, who was in the US at the time, said he was in the process of securing visas for his family. Jamie Barrow, 31, of Fairisle Close, has been charged with their murders. Naeemah and Fatimah died shortly after arriving at Queen's Medical Centre in Nottingham, while Ms. Hydara, who had been put on a life support machine, died 2 days later. Mr. Drammeh, 40, was planning to move his family to Minnesota, where he works as a biomedical technologist. We had an interview booked for November 29 and that would have been the final interview before we would hopefully have secured their visas, he said. That's not going to happen now and I can't understand why. He said he had missed several calls from the children's grandmother at about 5 o'clock GMT on the day of the fire. I called back and she started crying, he said. I just went straight to the airport. I've done that journey so many times, but all the other times it's been exciting because I was going to see my family. This time around I still can't recall it. It's just a blur. Mr. Drammeh last spoke to his wife a few hours before the fire. We joked among ourselves and kept talking about the upcoming trip and about her coming to America, he said. He described his wife as caring and very compassionate, who was a very faithful person. She was a Muslim and she truly believed in her faith, he said. She'd help whoever she could. She really cared about people. Ms. Hydara had worked for St. John Ambulance and at care homes and wanted to pursue a career in women's health, her husband said. Mr. Drammeh said his 3-year-old daughter Fatimah enjoyed playing and children's TV. She loved nursery rhymes and when on FaceTime with me she'd make me do the head, shoulders, knees, and toes song, he said. He described their daughter Naeemah, who turned 1 in July, as someone who also brought him a huge amount of joy. They were both really happy children, he said. We wanted to move to the US, but regardless of where we are in the world, the most important thing to us was to give them a better life and a good education. A joint police and fire investigation concluded the fire was started deliberately. Mr. Barrow appeared at Nottingham Magistrates Court on Friday and was remanded into custody to appear at the city's Crown Court on Monday. Follow BBC East Midlands on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Send your story ideas to eastmidsnews@bbc.co.uk. The BBC is not responsible for the content of external sites.